Hi.
Hi.
Okay, no, it's actually worked.
My God.
Let me try. I don't know if that's better.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, maybe you can wait a few minutes for
Okay.
people to join.
Yeah, sure, sure. Hi, Lucky. Okay, this is amazing. At least, despite technical issues, we are here.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, but it's okay. It happens.
Does it though? Does
It
it?
does. It
Seriously.
does actually. It's more common than you think.
I feel so consoled right now. But easy, easy. So I think I'll just do the quick intro. So, hi guys, welcome to Hydrated Babes page. Yeah, my name is Krishna, and we'll be doing a very quick conversation on acne and self-image. This is episode 1, woohoo! And hopefully we'll have many more conversations.
Yeah.
So basically, I think I'll just give you the floor to do like a quick intro, and then we'll dive into the whole back and forth. That's okay.
Yeah. So, welcome, Stacy. I'm glad that you guys are here, and feel free to leave us any questions in the comments, and we'll answer them. Yeah. So maybe we can start with
I
well,
don't know. Hi, I'm Maria.
I'm Maria. In case you guys are unfamiliar with me, I do skincare mainly on this page. Sometimes I do hair, and yeah, I think that's the main thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, actually, I discovered your page. I wouldn't say accidentally, but I think it was about like last year during like the pandemic, and you were posting like I don't know if it was weekly or daily posts of your skin progress.
Mm.
That was pretty dope. So how has it been since then?
It's been quite a journey. I'm not gonna lie. It was
Details?
hectic, especially at the beginning, because getting that confidence to post your skin online, it took a lot, but I was like, you know what, I need to at least be like some sort of maybe show people that acne is something that's very normal, and we
Yeah,
shouldn't try to like stigmatize it because a lot of people do.
yeah, they
So
do.
yeah, I think that's what pushed me to actually start this page, because I wanted to at least be the face of, acne is normal, hyperpigmentation is normal, and it's okay to have it. Yeah.
That's amazing. So please do share. Do share
Yeah.
what's your skin type, by the way?
Uh, it changes. The days where I feel it's more oily, the days where I feel it's combination, usually because of the weather. Like right now, it feels a bit dry. So maybe it's dehydrated, yeah, because of the weather. But yeah.
Oh wow, actually I never thought of it morphing like that. I've always
Yeah.
thought like you have like a singular skin type and then like that's what you use to figure out everything.
Well, skin is just, I think, okay, I used to also, when I first started my journey, I actually used to think like maybe I'm just oily skin. Then I figured
Yeah,
out maybe I could be combination because sometimes my cheeks will be dry. And
yeah.
then I realized, like, as I did more research, I realized that a lot of things can affect it. So, like, most of the time, it's usually age that affects it, and also the
Oh,
climate. Yeah. So, like, you might find sometimes, like, let's say if you're maybe in Mombasa, you might notice your skin is more oily. Maybe if you're back in
true.
Nairobi, yeah, it becomes more dry. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense actually because uh I used to be like completely oily. And then I
Mm-hmm.
think because of all the products, it somehow like drained
Mm-hmm.
the oil from me. So yeah, actually, yeah, I think I'll go with your theory henceforth.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So I just also want to dive into beyond skin types. We can also just dive into, okay, you've already said how you started, but how exactly, what triggered you to actually take a step back and be like, okay, yeah, hyperpigmentation is normal and I need to do something about it in terms of speaking out. Was there like a singular event or it was like multiple points?
I think it was mostly, I think when I noticed I was getting a lot of hyperpigmentation after my acne, that's when I realized, okay, what could be triggering this? Because not everyone usually gets it. So I think what triggered it was a series of events. Like over the years, I was like, okay, it happens. And especially if you're a person of color, like if you're black or mostly Black people, as Africans, it affects us a lot. So like if
Yeah.
you get a lot of inflammation, like even sometimes when you get a
Ah,
cut,
like,
it
yeah,
forms like
it takes so long.
hyperpigmentation. I was like, if a cut is normalized, why can't the one for acne be normalized? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that makes
Mm.
sense. So have you always had pigmentation, or not pigmentation? Have you always
Mm.
had acne, like from the teenage years, or it's just adult acne?
Well, when I look back at my pictures, I realize the acne I used to call acne was not even anything. I
I
could have
know,
just,
right?
like,
Like, what was
yeah,
that? It was like a
like I could have,
rush.
like I could have just easily fixed that by like maybe using a basic cleanser and moisturizer. But I guess I triggered a lot of my acne when I started trying out a lot of products and panicking. This is not working. This is working. This is not working. This is
Oh,
not working.
okay.
Yeah, and going to various dermatologists, they give you such harsh treatments and everything. Yeah, that's
Wow,
why it all stemmed. Yeah.
interesting. I've never
Mm.
thought of like treating it being like a sort of way to trigger your acne. That's wow. Please tell me,
That's
share with us
actually.
your experiences with like dermatology. How was it?
Ooh, that one. Oh, it was. I don't think
You
I've
don't
had
need to
a
be
positive
this or
experience at all.
that. Uh-huh.
I don't think I've had any positive experience with dermatologists.
None.
None. Yeah. Because I think the ones that I went to, they give you just, they don't even look at your skin. They just see you and they're like, oh, you're talking about acne. Okay, here's your prescription. And I'm like, you haven't
Did
even
you
asked me about my history. What kind of doctor are you? You don't ask me any question. I was like, at least ask me how I am. Just go take the
were
prescription, like, here,
careful?
fine.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
because they do this thing where they give you like a blanket prescription. It's either an ointment
exactly.
or something
Mm,
you're drinking, or
yeah.
benzoyl peroxide, which I can't even imagine using on my face. But what do you
Really?
think? Do you think people should use peroxide?
I think okay, what I've learned so far in my journey is less is more. Like, for example, even when it comes to like percentages of ingredients, like for benzoyl peroxide, it's so harsh at like 8%, 10%. And it works, but like your skin gets so dehydrated and you're prone to damage. So I think with something like benzoyl peroxide, the best point is usually from like 2% to maybe 4%. Like that's the magic point. Mm.
So it's actually just figuring out that balance. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just go even deeper into self-image, because the reason someone would ask me like, why did you say self-image? And
Mm.
we could talk about everything else. You could talk about, oh, what cleansers to use, or this and
Mm.
that. But would you say acne
Mm.
actually stems deeper, like it does affect, or rather from your personal journey, did it
Mm.
affect like the way you viewed yourself or how you loved yourself? Just give me a rundown, whether it's the emotion, whether it's how
Mm.
you dealt with it. You can just feel free to share and be
Uh,
vulnerable with that.
I definitely think it did affect me a lot. Like sometimes I didn't even want to go somewhere because I'd be like, okay, someone is definitely gonna point out my acne. Like, and I look back and I'm like, why was I even so stressed about it? It probably wasn't even anything, something so normal. And like sometimes when someone starts giving you unsolicited advice, and I'm like, I'm already doing so much, and you're telling me what I'm doing right now is I'm doing nothing. It hurts a lot because like you just look at everyone and they'd be like, oh, it's just gonna pass, it's just gonna be a few years,
The
then you
face,
get, yeah, it's just a phase. And I'm like, okay, I want the phase to be over. I'm tired. Like I'm tired of
yeah.
everyone pointing out, oh, this. Sometimes you don't even notice it until someone tells you, hey, what's happening to your face today? And I'm just like, you didn't have to tell me that. And it really hurts you because you're like, damn, it's really that bad. And when you look back, you're like, it wasn't even that bad.
It wasn't that serious.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it definitely did affect me a lot because, like, you'd want to do the most just to, like, get rid of it. And you end up spending so much money and so
On
much
products.
time. Yeah. and sometimes it don't even work, you know. So yeah, it's emotional, it's financial, it's
Right.
physical, you know, because you're harming yourself. Yeah,
You're doing everything you can just to like
exactly.
sort it out. Oh
Yeah.
wow. We should start a support group because I'm just feeling like, yeah, someone get me out there. Oh my God. Okay. Just two questions from what you just said.
Mhm.
So please do share any experiences you have from the like unsolicited advice specifically, like probably the most outrageous, or maybe one you tried out that worked. And then the other item would be, did you try using makeup? And for those who do or do not use makeup, depending on your answer, do you have
Mhm.
like tips for them?
Okay. Unsolicited advice. Mostly the one that's really outrageous. Are like just wash your face or like just drink water. And I'm like, I do that every single day. I am
Um,
literally drinking gallons of water and it's not helping. And I'm like, or like they just tell you it's probably just your diet. And I'm like, I am literally eating my healthiest right now. Like,
yeah,
what do you mean?
clean on your plate. You don't get it.
Yeah, or like they're like, oh, you know, just go use some coconut oil and it's gonna go in that. Like that's what worked for me, and I'm like, that's what worked for you,
What?
not me.
What?
Like I have tried that already, you know. So I think most of
Yeah.
them were like, or like, you know, just go get a scrub, and I'm like, no, that's probably not gonna help, you know. But yeah, I think I did start using makeup because of that. I think mostly a few years back. I started using makeup like almost every day to like cover it. Not that I actually do like makeup, but like I never used to do it because I liked it. I was doing it because I wanted to cover
Avoid
it.
the whole conversation.
Yeah, you know, and then the funniest thing is sometimes it will actually just enhance, and people will even ask you even more questions. And I think it shouldn't really be a big deal. Like, I don't know why people say that makeup is supposed to like cover everything. It's not.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, and it shouldn't. Like, it's not gonna be this like whole new face.
Yeah.
And I really hope one day people like remove that mindset of like makeup is supposed to like make you be 100%
Like
flawless. I
some
think
doll.
it
Yeah.
can make you look really good, but like in real life, it won't look like that. Most of the time, online, it's filters, good
Yeah.
lighting,
Lighting.
good cameras. You know, like there's so much that
Oh
goes
my
into
God.
it, all the Photoshop, and like it's not gonna look like that in person. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that was that's the one thing I would advise people, like how makeup looks online and how it looks in person is totally different, and we should accept that. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for that. So, how long have you been running the page, by the way?
uh okay, I actually first started as a blog in 2019, but i
Wow.
think i think I started my Instagram page last year. So I think it's actually been a year. Yeah, I started last year March.
Yay.
Yeah. With the pandemic.
Okay, that's amazing. Do you
Yeah.
have like, um, has anyone ever reached out to you based on the content you've put out? And are you willing to share that story? You know, obviously we don't want to like out anyone,
Mm,
but yeah, like a personal impact kind of deal. Because you know, people think we're out here posting or
mm,
exposing ourselves, and
mm.
it's just like for nothing.
Well, yeah, I actually have. I usually don't mind answering people's questions, but the one thing I can't do is give specific product recommendations. I can like guide you on how to pick products, but I can't really give you like, okay, go buy this, go buy that, because I'm not licensed, you know. But
Sure.
yeah, but like if people have questions, I usually answer them, and some people usually come back and let me know that, oh, this actually helped me, and I feel like I've actually, you know, impacted someone's life positively, and it's a really amazing feeling, you know. Yeah.
Maybe what do you do? What do you do when someone asks for specific products, and God forbid they come back and say it didn't work for them, or you know you know how do you deal with that back and forth?
Okay, usually I just tell them outright I can't give specific recommendations because, you know,
Yeah.
I'm a licensed professional. So I usually maybe give them, if for example, if they want to see a dermatologist, I'll advise them, okay, maybe here are the ones that I've had positive reviews from. I'll maybe give them a list of the ones that I haven't really, not the ones that I've gone to, but like others
Yeah.
that may be helpful. Maybe I'll tell them to reach out to an esthetician who can be able to guide
Mhm.
them better. So I avoid giving specific recommendations, but sometimes if someone really requires one, like if they're completely, they don't know where to start from, I'll give them a full list and let them choose for themselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually really helpful. Okay, thank you for
yeah,
that. Okay,
yeah,
so just a reminder for anyone who has any questions, please feel free to comment them and then we'll go through them together. You know, we
yeah.
are in this together. Okay, so just this is the juicy part. So, what are your current skincare products, and could you please show us?
uh well, I actually don't have them here right now.
It's okay, you
but
can just tell us.
I actually posted my morning routine. I think in a recent in the IGTV, I talked about my full routine where like the products. I also showed the products that I'm currently using. So I think that would be a better place for someone to go get a reference from. Yeah, I
Okay.
actually showed everything. Yeah.
So, what's your trusted brand? Like the your go-to? I know according to your timeline, it's CeraVe.
Yes.
Is there another? Is there another?
Mm, I wouldn't recommend the ordinary, especially for beginners, because it's a very, I don't know, like the catalog is a very difficult place to navigate. But maybe I'll
Ah,
try.
let's explore that. What do you mean difficult?
Okay, the ordinary
Advanced.
gives you, no, okay, not really advanced, but like they give you
Uh-huh.
ingredients packaged in a way that you can be able to add onto your routine. So it's not really yeah, like you see how some products, for example, I think the Faded by Tropical has multiple ingredients, has azelaic acid, tranexamic acid, like it's a whole mixture. But like the ordinary will give you one of each, and then like you figure it out yourself, which can be hectic.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, because it's all a bunch of names, and you're like, okay, what is going on?
What is what? What will use? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, but then that's true because sometimes you can end up mixing the wrong things and then they
yeah,
actually react on your skin and then it's a whole thing.
exactly. And then
Okay,
some
yeah, that
people
makes
end up hating the whole brand as a whole, and I'm like, I don't think you should hate the whole brand itself. Sometimes we make mistakes.
yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Mm.
Okay, so we're about to wind up. So guys, please be sure to send in those questions. So please, tell us this one I added it, I just slipped it in. Like,
Mhm.
do you have any quick tricks for like, you know, the way you have that monthly pimple that pops up?
Mm.
How do you deal with that?
Uh, okay, recently I realized benzoyl peroxide works wonders, especially for inflamed acne. Yeah, maybe it might
So
not
like
work
for
for.
spot treatment or
Mhm.
like a whole zone?
I think it would be better if, especially if you're a bit scared of putting it into your routine, maybe you can find a topical treatment that you apply, but like that is a low percentage. So it usually helps, especially for spot treatment.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I'll look into that because I remember I when I started out, I started using benzoyl, but I realized it like started making me like skinner than I am. So I
Mm-hmm.
just chilled on the whole thing. Yeah, so I'll probably just try it out as a spot treatment and then see how that goes. So now, tell
Mm-hmm.
us. Recently I saw your post.
Mm-hmm.
You are a published author. For those joining us now, you need to know, you need to recognize. Please tell us about your book.
Well, I only have one ebook right now. It's about retinoids in general. So it covers retinal. I think there's also adapalene. Yeah, all the retinoids that you can think of. Because I noticed a lot of people are always talking about AHAs, they want BHAs, they want benzoyl peroxide, niacinamide, and I'm like, why are you guys not thinking about retinoids? Like, they do all those things that you're looking for. And
Yeah,
especially if you're looking for anti-aging, because like right now, it's usually the best time to start, like maybe in your 20s, probably
that's
late
true.
20s. Yeah, like anti-aging isn't when you start later. It's something that you start right now. So like the two things that are most researched are actually SPF and retinoids. So I think that's what I wanted to like focus on.
Capture.
So
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. So it covers how retinoids work, the different types. I have some product recommendations also for
Yes.
beginners and intermediate and advanced. So it covers all that. Yeah.
Okay, dope, dope, dope. Please share. Where can we find it? Amazon?
Well, currently I had it on my blog, but at the moment I have
Mhm.
taken it down because I wanted to work on some things. But in case anyone
Or
wants
you want
to
to
purchase,
revise?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
That's
So
fine.
in
That's
case,
fine.
for now, in case anyone wants to purchase it, they can just DM me, and then I can be able to email the book once you've done the purchase.
Ah, that's amazing because we
Mm,
honestly need more books in this space. I
mm.
think the only book I've read on skincare was I don't know if you know her. It's about Korean skincare, the little book of Korean skincare or something like that. That's
I think
actually
I've,
the book that made me like
oh
realize there's a whole world
yeah.
behind this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was pretty amazing. Speaking of thoughts
Mhm.
on Korean skincare,
Amazing. It's more
any
innovative.
specific?
I think it's more innovative than Western skincare. I like that the focus isn't on just treatments. Like the focus is mostly on your skin health. So that's why you rarely find harsh treatments in Korean skincare. So I think it's really amazing, especially when you're starting out. Also, they're budget friendly. From how I've seen,
Yeah.
they're way cheaper than Western skincare, and they probably work better sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Because, you know, actually, the weird thing I've had is you can get cancelled as a brand in
Mm,
Asia if your product doesn't actually work. It's not
yeah.
like out here where it's all hype and yeah, that's all they really care about. So I'll just pass you questions from the DM that was sent in earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a young lady who was asking, what? What's the difference between BHAs and AHAs? What? Okay, yeah.
Well, AHAs are alpha hydroxy acids. So we
Uh-huh.
have lactic acid, mandelic acid, and others. Those are the two most common ones. And then BHA, I would say, is mostly salicylic acid. So for AHAs, they're water soluble and they mostly work on the top layers of the skin. So like they're best for things like hyperpigmentation. And BHA is also oil soluble, so it can actually clear out your pores. That's why it's best for people who have oily skin or acne prone skin. So I think that's a briefest explanation I can give. Yeah.
Okay. And I only had two questions from the DM. The other one was dealing with you need breaking out on the hairline. I don't know if they saw you had dreads or something. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I actually do right now. I think just cleanse. Honestly, a lot of people neglect their hairline, especially if you use gel to lay your
Oh
edges.
yeah, them
Sometimes,
edges.
yeah, make sure you cleanse it every day. Like as you're doing your skincare routine, you also clean around that. I think that's usually the one thing that helps a lot. Maybe you can like put products also to treat your hairline. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Let's do. So parting shots. To anyone who obviously will have this video up on IGTV, both on her channel, on her page and my page, so that it's like timeless and everyone can be able to see it. But so parting shot in terms of anyone who sees this and is probably struggling with the question of, you know, everyone can see my acne. Who am I to try and talk about it? Should I just keep quiet and let you know? That full confidence issue. What's the one thing you wish someone told you when you were dealing with that internally?
First of all, accept it. I know it sounds hard, and sometimes I still struggle with it. But the one thing I wish someone told me, just put down all those treatments. There's no point in stressing your skin out further, and try to be patient with yourself. Like you can't expect what's it called? Instant gratification. Like you can't heal your skin overnight. It's something that takes months, sometimes even years to like treat something. And also, acne is a chronic condition, so you can't really get rid of it 100%, and you can only manage it. So,
And that's hard to hear sometimes.
no, I know, but it takes time, but like constantly reminding yourself, like every day, okay, yeah, this is what I have, like this is what I have to do, you know, and just being gentle
Yeah.
with yourself. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Maria. This was amazing.
Thank you so much for having
So
me.
obvious. But then I knew I had to like have you in the lineup. So I'm really excited you are the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I hope maybe in future
Mm-hmm.
we'll have
Definitely.
more,
Yeah.
like less social distance and stuff. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you
So
so
for
much. I'm
those
so
who are,
honored.
oh wow, I'm seeing guys join as we end, but it's okay, guys. The video will be available on hers and mine.
Yeah.
What? My page.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
Bye.